Are you ready to rewrite your financial story and start on a journey towards wealth and prosperity? We're inviting you to join us in exploring the amazing insights from Robert Kiyosaki's famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Let's dive into transformative wisdom together. In this awesome exploration, we're going to dive into 10 game-changing lessons that can totally revolutionize the way you think about money and your financial journey. Get ready for some mind-blowing insights. Here are 10 key lessons from Robert Kiyosaki's iconic Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Lesson number 1. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. A significant paradigm shift about one's relationship with one's wealth is encapsulated in the proverb, "The affluent don't work for money. They make money work for them." It emphasizes a focus on wealth building via shrewd investing and asset management rather than the conventional perspective of exchanging one's time for a predetermined wage, and calls for a break from that paradigm. The accumulation of assets that may itself generate income, such as real estate, stocks, or enterprises, is a primary focus of the wealthy as an alternative to depending primarily on earned income. They are aware that these assets have the potential to provide passive income streams, which will enable them to break free of the constraints of a traditional 9-to-5 work. This concept emphasizes how important it is to have a solid understanding of finances, to practice responsible risk management, and to build up a diverse investment portfolio. In addition to this, it promotes the concept of generational wealth, which is the idea that the benefits of one's financial savvy may be enjoyed much beyond their own lifetime, so assuring the financial stability of future generations. This lesson, in its essence, emphasizes the significance of redefining our relationship with money and highlights the fact that the key to achieving genuine financial independence is to put one's money to work diligently and intelligently in order to ensure a bright and self-determined future for oneself. Lesson number 2. Financial literacy is very important, but is often absent in conventional schooling. The statement that financial literacy is essential but frequently absent in conventional schooling highlights an important void in our educational systems and draws attention to the problem. While schools do a good job of educating students in a variety of fields, the vast majority of them fall short in providing them with the basic life skills needed to successfully navigate the complicated world of personal finance. The term financial literacy refers to a wide range of skills, such as creating a budget, setting aside money for savings and investments, being knowledgeable about credit, and even starting a business. In spite of the fact that having these competencies is essential for being able to make well-informed choices about one's finances, a significant number of people emerge from the conventional school system without them. This imbalance may have substantial ramifications, leading to financial troubles, debt, and chances lost that might have been taken advantage of. Therefore, the need for more focus to be placed on financial education, both in schools and via continuous learning activities, is a key step towards enabling people to attain financial stability and independence for themselves. Instead of continuing the cycle of financial illiteracy, the focus should be on providing individuals with the information and skills they need to make financially responsible decisions, prepare for the future, and ultimately generate wealth for themselves and their families. Lesson number 3. Focus on building assets that generate income, not accumulating liabilities. The basic method in which we approach the process of amassing money is radically reformed by the maxim, focus on generating assets that provide income rather than accumulating obligations. It highlights that the key to realizing one's financial goals is not in the accumulation of resources draining material items, but rather in the intelligent investment of one's capital in assets that provide income. Assets, such as real estate holdings, stocks, or enterprises, have the potential to provide ongoing streams of income, which may provide monetary independence and stability. On the other hand, liabilities are things that use resources and degrade value over time, such as expensive automobiles or excessive consumer debt. Liabilities are sometimes misunderstood as assets. This lesson emphasizes the significance of giving primary consideration to investments that make a positive contribution to one's overall financial well-being. Individuals may break the pattern of living paycheck to paycheck and instead build a solid financial foundation that can support their long-term objectives and ambitions if they focus on assets that generate income for them. This will allow them to achieve their goals and realize their dreams. In the end, it encourages a mentality change away from one that is driven by consumption and toward one that promotes the strategic accumulation of wealth via the diligent pursuit of the purchase of assets that will work relentlessly to ensure a wealthy future. Lesson number 4. Focus on your own work and make investments in things that will bring you a profit. A sophisticated financial approach that encourages people to take care of their financial destiny is encapsulated in the phrase, "Mind your own business and invest in income-producing assets." It highlights the need of shifting one's attention from just depending on a conventional job or profession to establishing a personal business attitude and embracing investments in assets that provide recurring income as a means to diversify one's source of income. When people say they are minding their own business, they mean that they are actively taking charge of their financial condition, looking for chances to increase their income, and contemplating alternate sources of money. In addition, putting your money to work for you in the form of investments in assets that generate income, such as rental properties, stocks that pay dividends, or enterprises, enables you to slowly build your wealth over time. This lesson emphasizes the significance of diversifying income sources and breaking free from the constraints of a 9-to-5 work in order to foster financial resiliency and to pave the way toward financial independence. It is a call to action to become an active player in your financial journey, establishing a more safe and successful future by cultivating your own business endeavors and astutely investing in assets that provide steady income flow. This is a call to action to become an active participant in your financial journey, producing a more secure and prosperous future. Lesson number 5. Work not only for the money, but also to learn. Gain information and important abilities that will be useful. Work not only for the money, but also to learn. A method that may be life-changing for both your personal and professional development is to acquire useful skills and information. It encourages people to perceive each encounter as a chance for learning and skill development, rather than just as a method to earn a salary, and it pushes for a change in perspective about the purpose of work. Specifically, it calls for a shift in perspective regarding the purpose of work. When people adopt this mentality, they build a taste for knowledge and a need for obtaining important abilities, which enables them to see every job or endeavor as a stepping stone toward personal and financial success. This lesson stresses the importance of not just monetary compensation, but also the accumulation of information, expertise, and competences that may lead to bigger chances in the future. The true riches resides not in monetary compensation, but in the accumulation of knowledge, expertise, and abilities. It emphasizes a proactive attitude to self-improvement, in which people actively seek out new tasks and responsibilities that add to their skill set, so helping them to adapt and succeed in a world that is always changing. In the end, this philosophy emphasizes the concept that the path towards monetary success is connected with continual learning and personal progress, which enables people to construct a life that is both meaningful and lucrative for themselves. Lesson number 6. Overcome common obstacles like fear, cynicism, laziness, and bad financial habits. The phrase overcome typical hurdles like fear, cynicism, sloth, and poor financial habits highlights the significance of identifying and overcoming the difficulties that often get in the way of achieving financial success. Individuals may get paralyzed by fear, which generally stems from the dread of failing or suffering financial loss. This anxiety might prevent them from taking measured chances that could lead to opportunities to generate wealth. Cynicism may take the form of self-doubt or cynicism over potential financial solutions, both of which might impede a person from taking action. Laziness may easily lead to complacency, which in turn decreases the motivation to seek out new possibilities or engage in one's own personal development. A person's wealth may be eroded over time by poor financial practices such as excessive spending or a failure to preserve money. Individuals are encouraged to address these challenges head-on by building resilience, self-belief, and a determination to change as a result of this lesson's content. It places a strong emphasis on the need of cultivating a growth mentality, in which obstacles are seen as chances for progress rather than as roadblocks, and bad habits are replaced with good financial behaviors. Individuals are able to realize their full potential and succeed in achieving their financial objectives if they are able to triumph over these challenges, which are a crucial component of the path toward financial independence and success. Lesson number 7. If you want to reach your financial objectives, use a little bit of greed as an incentive. The phrase, "utilize a little greed as motivation to accomplish your financial objectives," alludes to the concept of using the strength of desire and ambition as driving factors toward achieving one's financial goals. A good degree of ambition may act as a significant incentive for people to seek for financial gain, in contrast to an unhealthy level of greed, which can lead to behavior that is immoral or destructive. People are encouraged to use their hopes for a better life, financial stability, and personal satisfaction as fuel for establishing and following their financial objectives in this lesson. It recognizes that desiring more than the status quo is not necessarily bad. Rather, it serves as a motivator for taking action, looking for possibilities, and making prudent financial choices. Individuals may keep a strong feeling of purpose and motivation, driving them toward their goals and eventually reaching a more affluent and gratifying financial future by channeling a little degree of greed into their financial endeavors. This can be accomplished by channeling greed into their financial endeavors. It emphasizes the need of maintaining a healthy balance, being ethical, and making responsible decisions while working for one's financial goals. Lesson number 8. Acquire an awareness of the power corporations possess. The documentary, Understand the Power of Companies, sheds light on the vital part that companies play in the contemporary methods of wealth growth. In the areas of finance and taxes, corporations provide their owners with a number of benefits that are unavailable to individuals. They make it possible for individuals and corporations to take advantage of tax credits and deductions that may dramatically reduce the amount of tax liability they owe overall. Individuals may optimize their financial affairs by channeling monies that would otherwise go to taxes into income-generating assets or investments if they have a solid grasp of the complexities of company structures and how those structures work. In addition, companies provide chances for the preservation and expansion of wealth. These opportunities include the ability to insulate assets from personal responsibilities and the development of a more strategic approach to the management and multiplication of wealth. This lesson emphasizes the significance of financial education and strategic planning because understanding the power of businesses can be a game changer in the goal of financial freedom and success, eventually allowing people more control over their financial destiny. Specifically, this lesson focuses on how understanding the power of corporations can be a game changer in the pursuit of financial freedom and prosperity. Lesson number 9. Aim to win, not just to avoid losing when you play the game. The transformation in mentality that is necessary for obtaining financial success is encapsulated in the phrase, play to win, not just not to lose. When it comes to their finances, many individuals choose to take a cautious approach, erring on the side of caution in order to preserve what they already have, rather than aggressively searching out possibilities for expansion. This lesson advises people to abandon such an attitude and instead embrace an approach that is proactive and aspirational. They are encouraged to actively seek out investments, projects, and techniques that have the potential for substantial rewards, rather than just avoiding financial disasters, which is one of the primary benefits of this. In order to amass riches, you need to be willing to undertake some degree of risk, do extensive study, and take some chances while being well educated. To be in the game to win it, one must have a clear idea of their monetary objectives and the willingness to take calculated risks in order to achieve those objectives. It recognizes that falling short of one's goals is inevitable, but stresses that the effort should be made because of the possible benefits. This change in mentality has the ability to enable people to tap into their full financial potential, venture beyond of their comfort zones, and generate chances for considerable financial development and security. Lesson number 10. Cultivate a burning desire for self-improvement and financial success. Cultivate the burning desire for improvement highlights how important it is to have a strong desire for one's own personal development and financial success. It acknowledges that achieving financial success is not just about amassing cash, but also about one's own personal growth and development along the path to monetary success. This lesson places an emphasis on the fact that the desire for development is the primary motivating factor behind taking action, developing new abilities, and looking for chances. Individuals have a greater propensity to continue in their current state of complacency and resistance to change when they do not have a strong drive. In order to cultivate this desire, one must first establish specific financial objectives, then visualize achieving those goals, and last be prepared to put in the necessary amount of work to reach those goals. In addition to this, it requires a commitment to lifelong education and the capacity to remain flexible in the face of adversity. This lesson emphasizes that achieving financial success is not just about the goal, but also about the journey itself, which is where the pursuit of progress becomes a satisfying and lifelong endeavor. In the end, it inspires people to give their inner drive the attention it deserves, which in turn serves as the impetus for the actualization of their monetary goals and objectives.